The NBA draft is quickly coming, just around the corner on November 18th. No team is perfect and everyone is looking for a young player to fill a need or become their next star. Rookies are some of the best assets to have when they pan out. The value a decent to good rookie can provide on such a cheap deal allows teams to spend more in other areas. The Lakers specifically could really use a point guard to come off the bench or a floor spacing big to open up the floor for Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So in the 2020 NBA draft, the Lakers only had one pick, but LA has been known to trade or buy a late second round pick to grab some overlooked talent, but for now, we're going to focus on the pick they're slotted at. We're going to look at 2 point guard options, 1 center, and 1 other wildcard pick, and stay tuned for the whole video because we're going to talk about Cole Anthony, the player once number 1 on a lot of draft boards for part of the season, joining the Lakers. Hey guys, before we start the video, I put a lot of time and effort into making it, and I would really appreciate a small tap on that like button as it would help me out a lot. Also, if you're a big Lakers fan and want to see more Lakers content, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Alright, with that being said, the first player we're going to take a look at is Arizona freshman point guard Nico Manion. During his lone college season, Nico averaged 14 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game. Nico would fit nicely on the Lakers. He's a player who likes to play in transition, and the Lakers rank second in fast break points, behind only Toronto. Nico also likes to work off the dribble, whether that be creating for himself or others. His go-to is the mid-range. While not the most efficient way to score, a mid-range scorer can definitely create big problems for opposing defenses if left unchecked. He's also shown the ability to effectively run the pick and roll, one of the most important and essential plays in current basketball. Of course, the freshman guard does have his negatives, or else he would not be currently slated to be a fringe first rounder. He's athletic, showing the ability to play above the rim for impressive dunks, but he lacks an explosiveness that is needed in the NBA. His defense is also suspect too. He doesn't project to have the tools to be a plus defender. Effort alone could go a long way to change that like it has for a lot of players, but Nico did not show that effort in college. Lastly, the point guard's greatest strength is also his weakness. Having a player who can make tough shots is great for when an offense is stagnant, but Nico only shot 39% from the field. He took questionable shots at times, but that decision making can hopefully be fixed with an NBA level staff, along with his jump shot, which showed promise but was shaky, and he's currently not a good spot up shooter and only shot 32% from 3. If he can hit his ceiling, Nico would be a great fit for the Lakers long term, whether that be for a 6-man role or eventually a starter. Next up, we're going to be discussing the sophomore power forward / center from Maryland, Jalen Smith. Last year, Smith averaged 15.5 points, 10.5 rebounds while blocking 2.4 blocks per game. He's projected to be a late lottery pick. If the option is available, the Lakers should trade up to grab him as he could be a great long-term fit next to Anthony Davis. At the next level, he's probably going to be best played at center, where he can make best use of his interior defense and offense while also moving out to 3 for floor spacing. And speaking of defense, he patrolled the paint in college, showing great potential as a rim protector. His 2.4 blocks were aided by his 6'10 height and 7'1" wingspan. He wasn't an immobile player either, showing good movement for a big man. All these tools should be able to translate to the NBA. On the other side of the ball, although you shouldn't expect the rookie to be generating offense for playoff teams, Jalen Smith does have a lot to offer immediately. He's a big body that has some good post-scoring moves to complement, but his high-value skill right now comes from his shooting. Last season, Smith shot 37% from 3 on almost 3 attempts per game. But there has been a lot of players who are good three-point shooters in college and haven't translated to the higher level. A good indicator that a player has a good shot is their free throw shooting, and Smith hit 75% of his shots at the line, which is very respectable for a big man. Expect Jalen Smith to provide some immediate impact to whatever team he joins on draft night. The next player the Lakers should try to move for is Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony is a player who has one of the highest ceilings if he can fulfill his potential, but some key areas of concern that tanked his draft stock from what was once in contention for number 1 overall. On most draft boards, he is projected to fall in between the mid-teens and early 20s. If he goes past 20, the Lakers should most definitely trade up to acquire him by dangling their current number 28 pick and a future one. In college, Anthony oozed potential with a skill set that can make him a star in the NBA. Cole Anthony is a tough shot maker type of player, someone who can quickly put a lot of points on the board. He can score from all areas on the court in a variety of ways. He has good ball handling skills and has shown glimpses of being a good playmaker, although right now, he's mostly a scorer. Anthony is also a great athlete, which aids in his creating looks and being a pest on the defensive end. He's very aggressive on both sides of the ball and shows a lot of effort that would alone earn him minutes in NBA rotation. He has a lot of potential and can be a home run pick for teams outside the lottery. The concerns, however, are real. Anthony shot less than 40% from the field and was a victim of his own strength by taking ill-advised shots at times. Cole Anthony doesn't seem to be a natural passer and was prone to turnovers. This could limit his effectiveness greatly when his own shot isn't falling. Next, there are injury concerns for the point guard as he had to recover from a partially torn meniscus. These issues add up to a player who could be a real headache should he not pan out. Luckily on the Lakers, there are veterans like LeBron to make sure he isn't getting ahead of himself and hijacking the offense. Furthermore, there is reason to believe in his shooting stroke. Although he only shot 75% from the line in college, which isn't bad, he hit 90% of those in high school. It might take some serious developmental work and patience to unearth, but Cole Anthony has star potential and the Lakers should take a gamble on him. Last but certainly not least, Jaden McDaniels. Now, Jaden McDaniels is the type of player who just screams potential by just using the eye test. He's one of the many prospects over the years that compares to Kevin Durant. McDaniels is 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan. He has good body control and likes to score off the dribble with a nice pull-up jump shot. He has great footwork as well to further open up his scoring package. Standing at near 7 feet and with his ability to cover ground well, McDaniels should fit in nicely in today's positionless basketball in the NBA. Unlike other similar prospects in the past who were drafted higher in stronger classes, McDaniels has very obvious glaring issues other than just being a small frame that could be punished around on defense. Although the potential is obviously there, he's had a hard time showing in college where he largely struggled shooting 40% from the field and 34% from 3. McDaniels is as raw of an incoming rookie as they come. He needs a lot of practice to get better feel for the game, as well as he needs to work on his shot selection by trading in long twos for threes. His attitude was not great either, as it earned him 5 technical fouls in his one college season. Jaden McDaniels could turn out to be the player in this class who has all the potential but never fully realizes it, being taken on by several teams who believe in what he might be able to do before fizzling out of the league. Hopefully on a championship team with several high-quality vets, they can steer him towards the right path for a long and successful career. The Lakers should draft McDaniels as a potential future star to help the team when Anthony Davis enters the older years of his career. They could also flip him after a couple years of development that would hopefully greatly increase his stock. Now, what rookie do you want the Lakers to draft? Let me know your picks and trades in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Lakers content. See you on the next one.